Hello. I am going to give you a very short how-to on how to do an in-home shake tasting presentation. I like to call them shake tasting. You can call it a launch party. You can call it anything you want. I like to call it that because that's exactly what we do. We taste shakes. So first of all, I want to show you what you're going to need as far as supplies go. I purchased these tiny little cups at a party supply store. That's what I use for the shakes at the very end. I bring 3 flavors of shake: vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. I bring 1 isoline bar and 1 chocolate. That's it. That's the only things that I have available for sampling. Now, if you choose to have the whey-thins or something else, then that is up to you. However, I have found that less is more, giving people the opportunity to taste just a few things. So it's wonderful when people first arrive, if you have cut up a bar and the chocolate and place it on a little tray just for them to sample out before we start the presentation. This is very helpful because a lot of times maybe people are hungry. If their blood sugar is low, you're giving them a little snack to help get their blood sugar back up and get them in a better mood. I really like to keep the presentation from the start to the blending of the shakes right at a maximum of 45 minutes. If you can get this done before then and people hang out afterwards, they will feel so happy that it was a nice short presentation. Another tool that I use is, you can see here, I bring an easel and Post-it paper. I like this type of paper because it's sticky. You can tear a sheet off and stick it on the wall if you don't have an easel. And of course, a nice marker so that I can do the you share, they share portion live in the room. I use this. This is an HDMI adapter. You can find it on Amazon. This is for Apple devices, and the back of it, it plugs into my phone like this. And then this side plugs into an HDMI cord that I bring right here, and this side plugs into a television. Makes it very, very easy. I keep the presentation on my cell phone, on Keynote. You can use an iPad. If you have an Android, they have something made for an Android, does the same thing. And you can save the presentation to Google Presentations, Dropbox, whatever, on your device so that you can have it with you. It's very attractive to people when you come with a very small bag of supplies to do this presentation. And so that's all I bring with me. The only additional thing is applications. And if I have a catalog, I bring only 1 catalog. What I have found is if you have catalogs out, people will take a catalog and say, I'll call you later after I've looked over the catalog. So I usually, if I don't even have any because I gave all of mine away, but if you have a catalog, only bring 1. And if somebody asks if they can take it home, make sure they know that's my only one. So I'm sorry. And then, of course, the applications that they can fill out at the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you, and we are going to go through the slides one by one so that you can see exactly what I do at an in-home shake tasting presentation. So we're going to start here at slide number 1. Actually, that's not slide number 1, so let's go back. Okay, hold on just a moment. We're going to go backwards, back. How do I go back? Okay, here we go. This is the slide that is playing on the screen. I already have that set up when people walk into the presentation. This next slide is for you. This is for your before and afters to be stuck into the slideshow presentation. No matter where you're at in your journey, it is very powerful for people to see you and how far you've come. If it's not you, it can be your direct upline or maybe a spouse or somebody in the room. It's much more powerful when it's somebody that the guests already know in the photo. And so as you're teaching your new team members, encourage them to remove your photo from there and put their own. And this is on this slide, I share my story. I share my product story. I share how I felt before Isagenix and how I have felt as a result of using the Isagenix products. And I talk about that. So it's very brief, maybe 1 to 2 minutes on this slide total. The next slide, before I begin, I tell people this is going to be a very short presentation. I'm going to share with you some awesome information about how Isagenix works, and I'm going to play 2 short videos for you and then talk to you about how you can get your products paid for, and then we're going to taste the shakes. So I explained to them that this first video is going to really talk to them about what Isagenix is and what makes it different and how it works. And so this video, I'm not going to play the video for you, but this video is the video with Angelique and David Norrie called Transform Your Life. It's a great video. Turn it down here. It's a great video. It's like 6 minutes long, and it says 5 minutes, 45 seconds. And it gives people a really, really good overview about the simplicity and beauty of Isagenix, and it talks a little bit about the science. So I allow that video to play, and then after the video is over, I always explain to people something about the video that I liked. So one of the things that I share is that I know everybody in the video, and I talk about the science a little bit. I talk about something that I liked about the video. So then here's the next slide. I explain to people how simple it is to use Isagenix. And I talk about shake days and cleanse days. Those are the only 2 days that we have here at Isagenix. I generally start with the cleanse day because it's where people have the most fear and questions. So I go through what it looks like to do a cleanse day, and I'll talk about some of the science in the Cleanse for Life product. I explain that we have an intermittent fasting protocol that we support with nutrition. I talk a little bit about the science of intermittent fasting and the incredible benefits of doing the intermittent fasting with the protocol that we have here with Isagenix and Nourish for Life. Sorry, I called it Cleanse for Life. Nourish for Life and how that can impact your health in a positive way. And then I allow people to ask questions. What questions do you have about cleansing? And I'll go through them at that time. Next, I talk about the shake days. Shake days are what you're going to spend most of your time on, and I will go into what it looks like. I have taught people from the beginning of my journey with Isagenix that the guideline to follow the system is to replace 2 meals a day with shakes and have 1 knife and fork meal that is between 400 and 600 calories. We teach clean eating along with Isagenix because our goal here is to lessen our toxic load on the body. And then I explain to people that 2 shakes and 1 meal is a guideline, and that it's not a one size fits all, and everybody's body is different. And that from the beginning for the last 5.5 years, I've done 2 shakes and 2 meals a day. And so I explain to people that what we do is we help them, we help to integrate Isagenix into their lifestyle in a program that works for them to help them get results. And it's very simple. I ask if anybody has questions on this page. Now, for those of you that are watching this video, maybe you're brand new, I'm going to give you some bullet points on both Cleanse for Life and the shakes, just so that you have a little something to talk about. The Cleanse for Life is over 200 different botanicals and herbs, and it's got a very, very powerful aloe vera base. There's over 70 trace minerals through something that we have, an ingredient called ionic alfalfa. And when you drink this powerful drink, Nourish for Life, it turns the toxins in your body that love fat, the toxins love the fat, it turns them into water-loving toxins so that your body's natural ability to detoxify through the liver, the kidney, the colon, and the lymph system is supercharged. It's a very, very safe and very effective way to help your body to detoxify from harmful toxins and chemicals. Now, when it comes to the shake, I'm going to give you a couple bullet points about our amazing Isoline shake. It also has 70 trace minerals with that powerful ionic alfalfa. The whey comes from grass-fed cows, and so that's powerful because grass-fed cows have no hormones, no chemicals in them. We use an undenatured whey, which means the entire molecule is whole, and so we have a complete amino acid profile in this shake. And then they add back in enzymes. So the nutritional profile of this shake is the same as raw dairy. It's very, very powerful, very potent combination. There is a ton of science behind whey and its ability to help your body to build lean muscle while burning fat. In addition to those ingredients, we add vitamins, we add healthy carbohydrates and healthy fats in this incredible shake. It's the nutritional equivalent of 3 plated organic meals, and you're getting it for about €4. And it's a complete meal. It's delicious. You'll be satisfied and full. So I just like to give you a couple of bullets on what I share at this point in the presentation. I leave it open and ask if anybody has any questions. Next, this is a second video that really shares the opportunity. I'll play it here. Hold on, let me go the other way. This is another video that really powerfully shares the opportunity of Isagenix. This is the start video, but it's, I think, powerful, even if you're not a part of the start demographic, which is 18 to 35. So this just shows a multitude of different families, different types of people who are engaging in the business side of Isagenix. And so this is another short video. It's less than 4 minutes. And so you can play this video. And then after that, we say, well, what is the value in all of this? What is good nutrition worth to you? And so we go into these 2 systems. I will start with the Getting Started pack, which is €267 plus the membership fee of €22. This pack gives you enough shakes to do 2 shakes a day for 30 days. It gives you the complete cleansing system so that you have a total of 4 days of cleansing in your system. In addition to that, you get a full 30-day supply of Ionic Supreme, which is our very, very powerful stress tonic. It's got 70 trace minerals in it and adaptogens. Adaptogens have been around for centuries, and they help your body to adapt to stress. So very, very potent product. In addition to that, you get, as part of the cleansing system, you get Isagenix snacks, which are to support your cleanse days. You get the Isa Flush, which I don't think you call it Isa Flush, which is to support the colon and the detoxification of the intestines in a very natural and safe way. It's got bentonite, clay, magnesium, things that help to eliminate toxins from the intestinal system. And then you get the Natural Accelerator, and I think you have a different name for that in the UK. But that is a natural thermogenic. It's got green tea, cayenne pepper. It's got cinnamon and apple cider vinegar, and all of those ingredients come as part of the cleansing system to help your body to want to burn fat. So this is the basic system that gives you the ability to have meal replacements and cleansing. And so, but if it's right for you, I always recommend first the premium pack. The membership is free in this pack. It's €499. And in addition to the full cleansing system and all of the shakes, you get Isagenix snacks, which are called Isa Delights. This is a very, very powerful tool. Statistically, we know that when people start their system and they include this delicious chocolate in their system, they have better results. They have better results, they have better success, and so that's included in this pack. You also get one of my favorites. I don't think you can see it because it's behind my paper there, but our energy shots, e-shots. This is natural energy that's got yerba mate and adaptogens in it, and it gives you just a clear head and a tremendous cognitive boost without the crash. And so you're getting the Isagenix blender in that pack as well. And I don't know if I said this, but the membership is free. So if it's in their wheelhouse, if it's in their budget, this is the pack that I choose for people to start with as often as they will start with it. And the value is huge. You're not using Isagenix and doing all the things that you did before. You're actually replacing. You are replacing you're replacing some of the meals that you were eating with this incredible whole food superfood nutrition. And so next, what we like to say to people is, when you start using Isagenix and you get phenomenal results, people are going to ask you about it. And so I know you're going to fall in love with the product, but you will love it even more if your product is paid for. So this is where I would utilize my whiteboard. And I would actually draw out in front of the room live, you share, they share. I like to use the name of a guest and ask them for the names of 2 people right there in front of the room. And I go through the entire example to show everybody in the room how they can get their products paid for very, very quickly. Now, even if people aren't interested in the business side, they are always interested in free. So I go through that section. It only takes a few minutes. And I will also ask people if they have any questions about that. It's a great time for people to ask questions about the business side of Isogenics. And then the last slide here, I will share with people the IsoBody Challenge. That is an ongoing contest in Isogenics. It's a 16-week transformation contest, and that they can join. I let everybody in the room know that I'm more than happy to come to their home and do this presentation for them, and that I brought my calendar if they'd like to book that presentation that night. And then I asked for the last time if anybody had any questions. And if they did not, then I proceed to hand out applications and then go into the kitchen and I mix up shakes. And I mix them in a very specific order. I start with vanilla, then I go to chocolate next, and then I go to strawberry after that. It's a very pleasing way to offer these flavors to the palate. And so this is where all the magic happens. While everybody's enjoying the shakes and hanging out and talking, I call this the meeting after the meeting. And this is where everything happens. People are asking questions about the system. They're asking questions about results. And I will take time with each person to answer their questions and help them to choose the right flavors and the right pack. And I have them fill out paper applications. And then I will stay with my brand new enrollee after the presentation is over and teach them how to put those new signups into the computer. It's very simple. It's a lot of fun. I like to have fun with people at these presentations. I like it to not be stuffy. I like it to be something that they feel that they can do. The more simple we keep it, the more fun these presentations are. And so I hope this was helpful for you to see how simple it is to do an in-home shake tasting meeting. Good luck.